Hello, I'm Mark Reisch, and I'm one of the 3D animation professors here at RIT. And what I'm going to be going over is how to navigate within hubs so that you can get around easily. When you first come into hubs, you will be greeted with this screen. The one thing about hubs is that you can get into it with either a mobile phone, a tablet, a PC, and even a VR headset, whether that be an attached headset or one of the freestanding like Oculus Quests. When you first come in, have you log your name in, and when you do that, you'll also have you can set your name and avatar here. So when you come in, I've already set my avatar to Mark Reisch, RITPC. And then you can browse your avatars that you want, and these are a bunch of different ones. Looks like they've been busy adding some new ones to the list. So there's ones that are going, all the time, and so you can see that there's a bunch, and you can pick from some of those. The other thing that you can do is that you can use this thing called the avatar GLB URL. And what that essentially does is that you can make your own, or find another site. And one of the ones that I've found that is pretty decent, and with Ready Player Me, it's a free site, and you can click on and create an avatar. And so, like, if I click on this, so in here, you can set it up to be whatever you want. You can go through and pick out a different outfit if you want. So say I want a nice kind of snazzy tie there, and it looks like they gave me this kind of weird beard thing going on. Once you're done and you like that, you can click done. And so that's the link that I'm going to do, and I'm just going to click on copy. And then I'm going to go back to my back to here to the Frameless hub. I'm going to click on avatar, and all I need to do is just paste that in there. Control V, paste, apply, and now you can see this is my my avatar. So I can, if I'm happy with that, I can click accept, and now that's going to be my avatar. Some other things that you can also do in here is you could set your favorite room. So if you like this as your as a favorite room, and you want to go to a bunch of different ones, you can click on the stars, and that will save it as a favorite room. You can also change your preferences. You can have it automatically mute on incoming on entry. You can disable the different sound effects, disable the microphone echo, and all of that stuff. For your controls, you can see that you have a bunch of different things that you can use there, and you can animate your waypoint things. Anyways, so these are some preferences that you can get into. The other thing that is helpful here is down here is controls, and so the controls here will show you what kind of controls are available for you while you're here. So if you are on touch screen, so like a phone or a tablet, these are the movements that you can do there. You have keyboard is basically the if you're a gamer, you'll be at home with this, is the WAD ASD keys, and if you want to do a fast turn, you have your Q and E buttons. Teleporting, you can teleport, and if you want to go faster, you can hold shift. Hold the shift down while you're going. But there's still a bunch of different ones. If you want to know how to use it for your Oculus Touch, that's over here, and for the Vive controller, Windows Mixed Reality, Oculus Go, Google Daydream, gamepad controls. So you can see that there's a lot of stuff that you can use, and that's one of the reasons why we used hubs. So we're currently in the lobby, and when you are in the lobby, you can look around and you can kind of see things. You'll be able to hear people talk, and you'll also be able to type a message in there. So if you say hello, you can see that pops up, and if somebody else wanted to type back to you, the other person can say hi there. So I have two versions of this running. One is PC and one is the VR. So that's how that'll look if you type messages in them. The other thing that you can have is you can enter on your standalone. So if you have like the wireless VR headsets, if you click on that, it'll give you a hub link that you can put in, and then you enter that code in there. Okay, so that's how you get in if you have a wireless one. If you don't, then you can enter the room. It's a little deceptive because you're not still quite entering the room. You have to go in and you have to connect. You could either connect your VR headset, and this is where you would do the Oculus or Steam VR, and you can connect that way. Or if you wanted to just use a PC or tablet or cell phone, you can just click Enter Screen. And when you do that, it'll ask you if you want to have your microphone going, and you can see my microphone is currently working. You can also mute your microphone so that if you have background noise or something going on. And then you can click on Enter Now. And then once you're in there, this will be the start of the hubs. Now you can see I have this little dot here, and that dot I'm using a mouse currently. And if I left click on the screen and then drag to the left, it will make me turn to the left. If I let go of that, I can move my mouse around. If I left mouse click and drag to the right, then I can do that, and I can see the, I can move around and look around. Now, if I wanted to start walking forward, say I wanted to go down this hall here, I can use the W key and it will start moving me forward. Okay. If I wanted to kind of what's called strafing, if you wanted to sidestep left and right, that's the A and D keys. And then if I wanted to turn around quickly, I could just use the E or Q keys, and those will spin you around pretty quickly. So if I wanted to move and look around at the same time, that's essentially holding my left mouse button down, so I can look around, and I can use my W key here, so I can move around, and that will allow me to look around and move at the same time. I can, at the top here, you can turn your microphone back on. Now, if another person enters, so now what we should have is we should see me. There I am. I'm looking around trying to find myself. There we are. And I can come over and walk. So you can see we have the people's names up above them, and they can currently see what you have. Now if I hold the spacebar down, the spacebar will give me a bunch of different options here to do. So I could wave, or here, I'll do it with the other one. So in my other character, if I did a wave or that's what a wave would look like. Or I could do smiley face. So you'll be able to see like what those people are doing. Now, the other thing that's important with the spacebar here is that on holding the spacebar, if somebody is talking and they're too loud, you can just hold the spacebar down and then just come over and click and just mute them. They won't know that you're turning them down. There's no indication saying that. So, don't be embarrassed. Or don't be afraid that they're going to recognize that you're turning them down. It's just, this is all your indication and your comfort level. The other thing too is that if something is playing, like like if there's a video in the room, and if it's too loud, again, you can do the same thing. You just hover over the thing that you want to kind of mute, and when you do that, then you can turn the thing down. Now I can also hide. I can hide that person, and when you hide the person, or when you hide that person is then invisible to you, and that person is no longer able to be seen. And you hide somebody to get back for both of you to be able to see each other, you both have got to like re-enter the room. So I would be careful with hiding people. If you know of somebody that you know that you want to enter the room with you, you can click on the share button, and you just copy this link and send it to them, and then they can use that link and come in with that link. What else? I think there's these little things up here will tell you like how many objects are in the room. So if you want to, like if there's some media or video, it'll show up in this list and you can click on it and interact with it. And then there's also a list of people in the room, and you can either sign in or redo your name here. So if you want to change your name, you can do it there. And that's pretty much the ins and outs of a PC. Now for a VR session, I'm going to enter in with the Oculus. So it'll pop up here and check my mic is not chosen. So, yep, there we go. Okay. And I'm going to hit enter now. So when you are in VR, you have these you don't have the space bar. You kind of have this little thing floating around, and then you also have there we go, there's my hands. And so you have hands that you can point with, and you have a little arrow that you can move the things around. So just like a PC, you can also invite people here as well. And then if you need to, if you wanted to teleport, that's using in the Oculus case, it's the trigger button. So if I wanted to trigger, and then I also have like the joystick buttons where I can move forward, and that will give me, at the same time. There we go. So anyways, that's how you can move around in VR. And also, you can tell that people are that is in VR. See, you'll be able to see that they have hands. There we go. So anybody who's floating around with hands is in VR, and they'll be able to do that. Right now I'm sitting and I have my hands up, but you can see that you can see the person looking around and doing a little dance there. Okay. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy